this is how you actually leave the matrix. So pay attention, because this is very important and it might just blow your mind. So first we have to define what the matrix is. Now, we've all seen the movie The Matrix, and where machines plug people in to harness their energy so that the machines could continue living. But the real matrix is far less theatrical, and it's kind of boring actually. The real matrix is a series of beliefs and thoughts and ideas that you've been conditioned to obey. They're like automatic scripts. And the matrix begins to get installed around the age of like 7 or 8, right? Before then you're this child who's full of wonder, and the adults are these people who have everything figured out. And you're just a kid, and then someday you're going to grow up and you're going to be in reality, right? Which is really just asleep. And your entire life, you're going to kind of feel this dull numbness that just continues to get greater and greater. And every adult wishes they could return to that childlike wonder. Not childishness, I'm not saying childishness, but childlike wonder, right? So you can be childlike wonder and have that childlike wonder, still be an adult, still maintain, still pay your bills and take care of all of your things, but still have that sense of wonder. And when you become an adult, you lose that sense of wonder. You trade wonder for a job title. You become the doctor, or the engineer, or this or that. And you trade play for productivity. You stop playing, and everything you do, there's a reason why you're doing it. You're talking to this person because it's a lead, and you're saying this to this person because you want to get this reaction, and you're doing this to get that. You know what I'm saying? And most people operate like this. Children don't. They're playing. They're doing something because they enjoy doing it. And deep down, every human being wishes they could operate from this mode. We secretly wish we could enjoy Christmas morning again. And that's one of the harshest realities of being in the Matrix, is that you lose Christmas morning. Every adult knows what it's like to experience Christmas morning as a kid, and we lose that. And we write it off as, well, we're just adults. We've just grown up and we've grown past that. When in reality, we've fallen asleep because the Matrix puts you to sleep. It does so because it needs you to be productive. If you're full of wonder and inspiration, and you don't need the system, and you don't really need a lot, and you can just travel and do whatever you want and be like Jesus and deny yourself, sell all your shit, and just go and vibe on the beach, then you can't be controlled by a corporation. You can't be controlled by a nation state. You can't be sold into the military, because you can't be controlled. You don't need anything from anyone. So they need to put you asleep. They need to tell you that you're not attractive enough, that you need Botox in your face, that you need this, that you need that your value is in you achieving, and your value is in a man is in making more money, and you're secretly behind, and you're not good enough, and all this stuff. And so if you believe that, then you're asleep in the Matrix, because they need you to believe that so that you continue chasing and being productive. So that's basically the Matrix. All right. How do you escape it? It's very, very simple. Jesus said how to escape it. He said, deny yourself and follow me. Now, he didn't say that to punish you. He said that to set you free. He said, when you deny yourself and you follow me, you then release yourself from the chains and the shackles, which is your possessions, which is your identity that is built in who you think you are, and your job title, and all of this other stuff that doesn't matter, and that's not really you. When you deny that and you basically lay that down, and you say, I'm going to go figure out who I'm really supposed to be with Jesus, you then begin to wake up, and you realize that you are slowly returning to that childlike wonder and that childlike sense of joy and happiness and peace. And that's what it looks like to leave the Matrix. Now, I will say this. Is there anything you can do to speed this up? I would say yes, absolutely. I would say if you can afford to, go backpack, go sit on a beach and just sit there and let yourself feel wonder again. Go to a jungle and let yourself experience something. Sleep in a tent. Meet locals, sell all your stuff. If you can, sell all of your stuff and go out and live like Jesus. Don't sit in a church. Like, this is what churches do in modern America. They sit in a church and they try and figure out what Jesus meant. That's what they talk about. How can we apply this to our lives? Bro, you You just go do it. You just deny yourself, sell all your shit, and go and vibe with the homeless. Go vibe with people. Go chill with the animals. Go be out in nature. Yeah, be a hippie. If you can be a hippie, yeah. I think the world would be a much better place if we were all hippie Jesus. Now, people will probably scoff at this and say, well, we can't all be like Jesus. Society wouldn't function. Yeah, duh. That's the point. Society is built on lies. It's built on ego. It's built on the false self. Yeah, that society wouldn't function. What would function is a much deeper society, a much more grounded society, a society that is rooted in love and peace and happiness, a society that is rooted in being Christ-like, right? So yeah, it would be a godly society is what it would be. But people don't want that because that doesn't sell. That doesn't build empires. That doesn't make people show up for work, right? So yeah, that's basically what it's like to leave the matrix. So how do you leave the matrix? It's very simple. If you're able to do this, not everyone is able to, take all your shit, sell it, put what you need in a backpack, get your passport, and go fly somewhere like a jungle, or go to a desert, or go to a cave, or go to the beach, or go somewhere where there's less people and you have less stuff, and just sit there until God speaks to you. That's how you escape the matrix. Go to a cabin, go to Alaska, go to anywhere that's the wilderness, or mountain, or a desert, or a jungle, or a beach, and just sit there until you start to see heaven. It might take one day, it might take 20 years. Eventually God will show up and you will over time exit the matrix, and you'll wake up and realize that you were never separate from heaven. Newsflash, that's the cosmic joke. Anyway, if you like this sort of video, I urge you, smash the like button, hit the notification bell. I'll talk to you later. Peace.